Hey guys, I'm Missy, and today I thought I'd be a little self-centered. When am I not? But yeah, I thought I'd do a video about 10 random facts about me. Because why not? I'm gonna start the video, so let's get going. First, I don't know. I have a lazy eye and I have a double jointed thumb. This sounds pretty weird, but I do. I used to mess around in 5th grade, or 4th and 5th grade, where I would put my hand like this until I saw double, or I would put a ruler, or I would mess with my glasses until I saw double. And I used to read sideways, or laying down sideways. I still do. I was reading fan fiction like that last night. So now I can do this on command. Also, if I do that too often and I start staring into space, that happens. This I realized when I was little. I have a double jointed thumb, so I could do this, and it's the weirdest thing to feel. It's really weird for me to feel when I do it. I don't do it often, and when I want to freak someone out and they know about it and they don't like it, I just do it. Another fact about me is in 4th and 5th grade, my dad, uncle, and I would go to the shooting range every weekend. So while you in 4th and 5th grade are probably listening to High School Musical and enjoying other normal kid things, I was waking up early on Saturdays, piling full the car trunk of guns, ammos, and rifles, because we own handguns and rifles, and heading up to the mountains to shoot with my dad and my uncle. I actually got pretty good at it. My dad said I was a good sniper when I was doing it, and I haven't shot in years, a real gun at least. But when I have a Nerf, I'm pretty good, I guess. Because one of the 3 rules you should know about guns is that you should treat every gun as if it's real. I hold a Nerf gun like it's real. I hold those video game like controller guns like they're real, and it's just ingrained in me. I didn't really notice it until I was carrying my brother's Nerf gun to his room, and I held my fingers off the trigger, because you're supposed to keep your fingers off the trigger until you're ready to shoot, aiming it away from myself to the floor and away from anything else, because you're not supposed to aim at anything you're not willing to destroy, and gently carrying it because I didn't want to break it. So it's ingrained in me from so many times I've gone to the shooting range, and you know, those are some of my favorite memories. When I was little, I really wanted glasses. My mom had glasses, even though she didn't really wear them. My grandparents had glasses. My aunt had glasses. So I really wanted glasses. You can't really blame a child for wanting something similar to what their family does. And I would wear my family's glasses more or less because I thought it was kind of funny to see how the house would look like through their glasses. In 3rd, 4th grade, my brother got glasses, and I was kind of jealous because I wanted them so bad for years, but I had good vision, or good enough that the nurse didn't tell my mom that I needed to go get my vision checked. So when we went to get my brother's glasses, his second pair of glasses, I saw there was a brochure that I could cut out little glasses because they had plastic on them and pretend I had glasses, and my teacher got mad at me. Suffice to say, the next year, I got glasses, and I was so excited to have my pink little glasses, and I've had glasses. I don't mind having them. I never lose them. I always care for them. I wasn't very good with my glasses before when I was younger, but as I got older, I did get a lot better with my glasses. And they're reading glasses technically, but I actually wear them all the time, or as much as I can, because I don't like seeing everything blurry. I think there's a wasp's nest outside my room again. I'm not putting these on for the full video because you can see how everything reflects. I also wanted blonde hair as a kid. I don't know why I wanted blonde hair. I wanted to do something to hair. I wanted to dye my hair. Around middle school is when I started liking the color blue, and that's when I realized blue hair would look really cool. And in 7th or 8th grade, I started dyeing myself with blue hair. Blue is my favorite thing. But underneath it all, underneath this green blue thing is blonde. So little Missy, or Marissa, got what she wanted. I have blonde hair underneath this, but what Missy wants is blue. I don't like coffee, and you may dislike me for this, but I don't like coffee. I think it's bitter. I don't really like it. Every coffee I've like tried was not to what my standards. I don't really like it. And that's fine. You can like it if you want, just don't try to shove it down my throat. I'm more of a tea girl or hot chocolate. More predominantly tea, as my favorite teas are chamomile, sleepy time, and peppermint. But I'm more of a tea person, and coffee is just strangely bitter to me. I never like it, so... and if you're saying, but tea is slightly bitter too, I put 3 tablespoons of sugar in my tea. Growing up, my parents were really overprotective of me. I didn't really go outside to play, I didn't really have many friends in my neighborhood, and I didn't really see my friends after school. I didn't have a cell phone until middle school, and my childhood was basically stay inside, watch Disney Channel all day, and read. So my room is full of books that I've read as a kid. I read the entire Twilight series as a 5th grader. I had Breaking Dawn cover to cover memorized word for word in 6th grade. That's how much I was into books. I was reading 3 to 4 books a day in 6th grade because nothing else. I had nothing else. I didn't really like TV at this point. Big Time Rush wasn't going to be on TV for a while. And, you know, I really had lost interest in TV once we moved. But I was reading at such a high pace. I was reading really quickly. And when I was tested for my intelligence levels in 4th grade because the teacher thought I had ADHD, it just turns out I was 3 grades ahead of the rest of the class. In fact, the overprotection did not end until... it hasn't ended. I can go out now, I have a bit more freedom, but I'm still overprotected, and it's ridiculous because I'm almost 19. My handwriting was a mess until, I don't know, 7th or 8th grade. My mom always hated it, and she always tried to force me to write in these graph paper notebooks, and she had me write really neatly and copy her handwriting because she grew up in a way that your handwriting has to be neat if you're female. My handwriting was always a mess, and in 6th or 7th grade is when I started writing very, very neatly. That's to say, my handwriting gets really big and really messy, or it becomes really loopy cursive if I'm trying to write too fast for notes in class, and then I can't read it. But because I've written it down, I can remember it slightly better. But my handwriting tends to be on the messier scrawl side when I just write. I don't know. I read something about people with messy handwriting being smarter because our minds are running much faster, but I don't know if that's true. All I know is that my mom hates my handwriting sometimes. You see these? These are all hair extensions. Other than the green one, I dyed them all. The blonde one used to be cotton candy pink. My grandma, before I could dye my hair, my grandma brought home all these kind of like blonde extensions and brought hair dye for me to actually dye because I couldn't dye my own hair. So I clipped in these extensions for myself, my favorite being the blue one. Because obviously, I'm Missy, I love the color blue. So I dyed all of them, I washed them, I dyed them, I straightened them, I sewed in their clips, everything. All of it is my work, except for the blue one and the green one. The blue one was already blue, my grandma sewed in the clips, and the green one is synthetic hair, which I do not recommend getting synthetic hair. If you're getting a wig or if you're getting extensions, use human hair or real hair, not synthetic hair, because this thing is horribly knotted and I can't deal. My old dentist here in America once told my mom not to bring me back until I wasn't a crybaby anymore, or at least to find a new dentist. Why? Because I used to get scared in the dentist chair. It's not my fault, but when you're going into a little girl's mouth and you're not telling her what each instrument does when she asks, and you're telling her that if she doesn't brush, she's not going to have a full set of adult teeth instead of just brush them so that they're good, and you're constantly scaring her, she's going to be crying and scared. I had no problem with both my dentists in Mexico. I felt a lot more comfortable in Mexico because dentists in Mexico have been nicer to me. So because the dentist didn't want me coming back, I didn't go to the dentist for 7 years. And you know what happened? Because I was a lazy little brat, I had to get 10 teeth filled. 9 of which got filled in Mexico, and I was so comfortable over there, I didn't even mind having to go to the dentist. The only problem was I couldn't have soy sauce on my maquis afterwards, but I want 2 more pairs of piercings. This is not exactly a secret, but it's also not exactly something I'm constantly talking about. I do talk about it quite a bit though. If you've seen my videos before, I have a helix up here, and I used to have a helix on this ear, except I lost the original earring. Then I found it after this whole mess happened. I put in an old earring from when I was little. It got sucked into the hole, and my dad had to drag it out from behind. So an entire diamond and its little encrusted thing that holds it came out the back of my ear, and I had to let it shut. My grandma and I tried to re-pierce it, but it didn't really work, so I have to get it re-pierced either higher or lower next time I go. And we made a deal that every time that when I get my degree, I get another pair of piercings. So when I get my associates or my bachelor's, I will get another pair of piercings on between my lobe and my helix, and another one down under. And I am due for another retry of my helix, but I want 2 more piercings for a total of 4 piercings per ear. I also wouldn't mind a tattoo, but I'm a giant baby, so probably never gonna do that. And this is the last fact. I wanted to go to boarding school. I worked really hard my junior year to get my GPA up so I could qualify to attend a boarding school in London, England that I liked. It's called Cat's College. It's a really cool boarding school if you're looking into one. But I really wanted to go, and my seminar teacher told me that I would not be able to get the GPA that I needed, and I was so intent on going that I got my GPA up and I got really good grades, and I was trying so desperately, only to find out they had no scholarship for American students. And I was devastated because I couldn't even afford a week of boarding at their boarding area. So I stayed at Segerstrom, I stayed in the state, and I got really sad. And then I did really bad my senior year. But I did amazing my junior year because I wanted to go to boarding school so bad, because I wanted an adventure, I wanted the feeling of being free, and I wanted to meet new people. Most of all, I want to go to England. Don't ask me exactly why I want to go to England. I'm not entirely sure, but I was so desperate to get into Cat's College, specifically in London. And I got my GPA up and I qualified, except we're too poor for me to even go. So I was sad and I didn't get to go. So yeah, those are 10 facts about me. Some are stupid, some I've repeated in other videos, but they're 10 facts about me, and yeah. I hope this video was interesting, slightly. I don't know. It all depends on if you wanted to know anything about me, and if you didn't, I'm sorry. So if you want to see more of my videos, you can check out my channel for more videos that I've uploaded. And if you want to see my social media, you can follow them down below. On my Instagram, you will find gratuitous oversharing. On my Twitter, you will find my stupid thoughts. And on my Snapchat, you will find a lot of more oversharing. You can also subscribe to my channel if you want to see my pretty face pop up on your feed every time I post a video. And I post videos every Monday at 2 o'clock. Just now, this week I decided at 2 o'clock, but